We're here with Chef Rebecca from Bush's, who has a kid-friendly recipe for Thanksgiving. She's joined by Lexi, and they're going to show us how to make a caramel apple pumpkin trifle. Sounds delicious,
Doesn't
guys.
that sound great?
Yeah. Tell us about why it's important to have kids in the kitchen.
Well, I mean, I think it's very important because that's where the traditions are made. You know, the best memories I have of Thanksgiving are cooking with my family and being in the kitchen and the smells and the, tasting things. So I think it's really important to do things to incorporate kids in the kitchen, have them become part of the meal. Even if they need a little bit of help here and there, it's a really great way of getting them involved.
It's that bonding experience.
Absolutely.
Shall we bond away?
All right. So actually what we have here, Lexi is quite advanced in her culinary skills, and so she was able to cut up all these apples for me. And so what we have here is we've sauteed all of these apples, and we actually used a little bit of brown sugar in there, but not too much sugar.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
okay.
So those are all Michigan apples, so wonderful Michigan apples, so those are all nice and sauteed. And what we're going to do now is we're going to take some of our Bush's pumpkin bread. So this is all really very basic, very scratch-made, delicious pumpkin bread that we're going to actually add right to this trifle dish. So hopefully add a few of those in there.
And I know Lexi's a culinary expert here, but
Yes.
Your kids really don't have to be. They just have to have the enthusiasm.
Exactly, the enthusiasm, and they may need a little bit of help here and there with a knife or with, heating the stove, heating the oven. But really, I mean, once you get them involved, even if they're just adding ingredients or measuring, it's a great way of getting them involved.
Absolutely. Not to discount what you do, Lexi. You do a fine job out here, yes.
Actually, yeah, Lexi is far more advanced. So now what we're going to do, all right, Lexi, so let's dump some of those apples right on top of there. Okay, good job. And Lexi, like I said, she's very good. She can lift these pans, but sometimes kids might need a little bit of help. All right, that's good for starters. Perfect. Okay.
And it's all about going through all the different process, the steps before
exactly.
you do it.
And just talking about how we're going to make this and getting everything ready and measuring. I mean, again, measuring is really important, and learning how to measure is actually math skills too.
Gotcha.
So it's a great way of involving. So we're going to take some Kelly's Caramel, which is a delicious, it's one of my favorites, a locally made caramel sauce out of Troy, Michigan.
Excellent.
And we're just going to drizzle some of that on there. So what this is a whipped cream. So this is cream that has maple syrup and brown sugar and cinnamon added. So it's a maple cream. So Lexi, I'm going to have you help me here. Okay. We're going to take that spatula, and I want you, take this cream and dump some of that right on top of the apples.
And Lexi, while you're doing this, tell us what your favorite part about cooking with your mom in the kitchen is.
Trying new things and learning new things to have.
And you like to bake too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
Very cool.
And Lexi actually made this recipe at home and tested it for me, and she gave me the approval. And so a little bit more cream.
Wait a second, you're telling me, so Lexi, you gave her the approval for this?
Oh, yes.
Wow.
Yes, I didn't want to do it without Lexi's approval on the recipe.
Excellent. Wow. Fantastic. So Lexi, how did you get started cooking?
I know your mom cooks a lot.
Well, you got hungry, right?
Exactly. She has a very, very strong cooking tradition in her family, so it was very important, and I knew that she would do a great job today. So
do you think you'll use these recipes for years to come?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fantastic. Great. Awesome.
Right.
Well, I can't wait to try it, and what a great way to just bond with your family there.
Yeah, and again, it doesn't really matter how it looks when it comes out. It really, all that matters is that time together, and really, even vegetables that kids aren't very familiar with, if they can taste them while they're preparing them, see how to make them, see how to cook them, then they become more delicious. Like Brussels sprouts, right? We like Brussels sprouts. We've cooked Brussels sprouts.
I don't know, Lexi. Are you just grinning for the camera? You like Brussels sprouts?
Yeah.
Awesome. Very good. Well, thank you very much. And all of this, of course, can be found on our website, WXYZ.com. Click the Scene on 7 tab.